A McKinney teenager is thankful to be back to living a normal life after a head injury nearly killed him in a car crash over spring break.
So today he wanted to meet with the people who made his skull implant and tell them thank you. Fox 4's Lori Brown joining us with the story. Lori.
Heather, the recent graduate of McKinney North High School says a seatbelt is what saved his life when a car crashed into the one he was riding in on the way back home from a road trip to Seaside, Florida.
Trevor Dutton amazed at seeing the technology and people responsible for creating a new part of his skull. MedCAD offering him a replica so he can always prove his story to his friends.
It's got my name on it.
Trevor was on his way home with his 5 best friends and their moms after a spring break trip to Seaside, Florida. Trevor was asleep, leaning against the car's window when
a man came over like the hill, I guess, and smashed into the side of the car that I was in.
Neurosurgeons in Alabama saved his life by essentially removing a part of his skull in order to allow the brain to swell and then heal.
After weeks in the hospital in Alabama, Trevor had a 14-hour ambulance ride to Baylor Scott and White in Dallas. Dr. Shad Bidiwala is his neurosurgeon.
His brain looks great. You know, after the surgery in Alabama, he had been in a coma before surgery, and then afterwards he recovered fairly well. So I have to credit the neurosurgeons that did the operation, saved his life in Alabama. So far, I think he's doing very well. He doesn't have any neurologic deficits.
For 2 months, Trevor needed to wear a helmet to protect his brain where his skull was missing.
When I looked in the mirror, my skull, it literally looked like there was a crater in my head.
Days before surgery, Dr. Bidiwala received the removed bone in the mail.
We were worried that it had been contaminated and that we weren't going to be able to use it.
Since the skull can't be sterilized in high temperatures, Trevor needed a replacement made.
They were able to make a patient-specific implant, and they were able to reconstruct a piece of bone that would fit exactly on Trevor's defect.
So it's made out of a material called PEEK, and it's a very light, temperature-inert plastic, biomedical plastic. And we're able to design these and manufacture them so that they are the best kind of restoration there could be.
Wednesday's reunion was special for the MedCAD designer.
We get to, we do hundreds of cases a year, and it's the first time that one of the patients themselves have reached out and said, hey, we want to thank you personally. And this is, I've thought about this, how cool this would be to have a patient come back and say, hey, thank you so much.
Now fully recovered from his extensive injuries, Trevor is thankful to be alive.
2 or 3 weeks ago, I got baptized at my church. I know for a fact God saved my life for me to save other people's lives.
Trevor is attending Collin College now with plans to go to Texas State University in the fall to study business. Back to you.